Today we're gonna make some banana bread. This is my mom that is dumping old bananas that she had in her freezer that have been thawing throughout the morning into a bowl
to mash them.
And she just takes off the peel and lets the insides fall out, and then these are going to be mashed to be used in a banana bread recipe that we're following from Better Home's new cookbook, which is the old version of it, and it's on page 51 in this version, and it's a banana nut bread. And we're making it specifically because I am product testing Welcome Home brand's paper bakeware, and it is oven safe. So we're gonna pour, when the batter's ready, pour the batter into these pans, and we don't have to put these on a cookie sheet. We don't have to put them inside of anything. They can cook just like this. How many bananas is that? Or how many are you trying to go for?
I don't know, I just did them all. So minus one, I did them all on. About 8.
Okay. And so do you usually start out with 8
it's supposed
bananas?
to be a cup of mash, right? We're doing more than that's for just a normal loaf pan. So I just did them all.
Okay.
So I'll measure this out after I mash it.
And why do you use a frozen banana and not a fresh one?
You mean, I think there's more flavor to it. I'm not quite sure.
Okay, so the bananas that my mom had in the freezer and she mashed up have equaled out to 3 cups in the Pyrex measuring cup. So since the banana bread recipe only calls for 1 cup of mashed ripe banana, we're just going to triple the recipe. So far, my mom has added 3 times 1/3 cup of shortening, and then 3 times 1/2 cup of sugar, because as I mentioned earlier, we're tripling the recipe. So now she's mixing the shortening and the sugar together. Is there a consistency that you go for?
Creaming. Supposed to be creamed together. Doesn't look too creamy to me. Okay, I'm gonna do that one too.
So now we're adding the eggs, and my mom has already added the eggs to a number of the, are already to the sugar and the shortening, and then you just mix those in. This is a handheld mixer, but of course you could use like a stand-up mixer too. So it has a very creamy consistency. Mom, I thought you used frozen bananas because supposedly it keeps the bread moist, right?
Well, it's not really frozen, just old bananas.
Yeah. You just freeze them until you can...
To keep them fresh.
Yeah. So they'll stay in the...
I call them my dead bananas.
Yeah. So they'll stay ripely rotten. Okay, so we're gonna add the rest of the mashed bananas and the dry mixture to the creamed shortening, eggs, and sugar, and then we will get closer to getting them into the Welcome Home paper bakeware. Okay, so we're gonna load the paper bakeware now, and it says that you do not need to grease the paper bakeware. It's oven safe up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's also freezer safe. And one of the things that we're going to experiment with is the cooking time, and the recipe is going to be different because we have different size loaf baking pans than what it calls for in the recipe.
I probably have to leave some space there
And then
to rise.
so you can bake it in here, and you can serve it in here. You can store it in these containers. You can give it as a gift and also recycle these containers. So it's one-stop shopping when it comes to replacing your metal bakeware with these paper bakeware. Seems pretty ideal for the holiday times. If you're someone who likes to bake your gifts and give them to someone, certainly it already comes decorated, and it eliminates one of the steps of having to take it out of your own bakeware container and put it into something else. It's all ready to go. So we're going to continue to load these up, and even the little guys too, and then we will put them in the oven. Okay, so the 6 loaf pans, and we got 5 of the little guys loaded up, and we're going to put them in the oven. Okay, so we've pulled the banana bread loaves out of the oven, and the other ones are actually still cooking, but these are the first 3. One thing that I immediately noticed that I preferred about paper bakeware is I needed to transfer the loaves off the cookie sheet onto this is a stovetop, but for cooling, and it was really easy to pick up the paper because it wasn't steaming hot and burning my hands like metal would. So I already like that about it. Okay, so I thought I'd show you what I mean. So this is a 350-degree oven right now, and this is, I mean, I would never be able to do this with a metal pan. Like, I would never touch that cookie sheet right now. So it's just that being able to lift it out like that is a really neat thing, because I'm kind of a klutz sometimes, so it's good to be able to do that. It is really nice that all you have to do is let this cool, maybe put some plastic on top of it and a card, and it's ready to go. Now, although the paper bakeware doesn't require that you put it on a cookie sheet, we did put it on a cookie sheet, had these lined up like that, so that it would be really simple to use your hands to get them in and out of the oven. So in our review, I did put it on a cookie sheet for that reason. So I think that's it, other than I need to show you how to get them out of the paper bakeware if you want them to be removed, and I want to show you how easy it is to get them out. And I have done that with one of the little ones, so let me grab that and I'll show you. So here's the little one, and all I did was, cut around the sides. This is like a butter knife, so it doesn't really matter. I didn't need any sharp edges, and then it just popped out. So you can tell that there's really nothing missing on the sides, and it didn't stick to the paper bakeware other than just a little bit. Overall, I think these are really, really cool for a number of reasons, for convenience purposes and for decorative purposes. And I would even consider using them if I was having a bake sale or something. Very easy to take it and wrap it up for sale after it's already in a cute container like this. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. A link to all of our product reviews will be in the description of this video, as well as a link to Welcome Home Brand's website where you can buy their paper bakeware online. If you have any questions for Welcome Home, I could also reach out to them on your behalf, so don't hesitate to ask me those as well. We'll see you next time.